everybody, it's Funny, and I forgot my butt pad, so I'm just sitting on the floor and it's not very comfortable, but I thought I would just jump on here really quick and first of all say a huge thank you if you are coming from Graveyard Girl in my last video that I just uploaded there, where I was just talking about a lot of my like thoughts and feelings and stuff, you know, that's been really weighing me down for the past year, at least almost year and a half, because it really started like kind of end of 2016, but I don't know, I just kind of like had some more thoughts and I felt like just hanging out and talking to you guys some more today. So I thought, why not bring on over the party to Banana Peppers. That does not make any sense that I just said. And I'm drinking my coffee, which I should not be because I do not know what time it is, but it's probably at least past 1 in the morning. I am the creator of my own torment sometimes, definitely, but sippy sippy nonetheless. It just tastes so good. So yeah, I don't know, I just kind of had like some more thoughts about everything, and I don't know, I guess one of the big reasons, which I didn't really properly express in yesterday's vlog, was one of the reasons why I feel like I stopped talking about anxiety and depression and all of that is because it always incites this big giant debate on like medication versus not taking medication. And I felt like I briefly tried to touch on that yesterday, that I'm not trying to like stigmatize medication. I'm not trying to say like nobody should be taking any kind of medication for their anxiety and depression and stuff like that. Like that's definitely not the message that I'm trying to send. And I don't know, for some people I believe it is a choice, and for some people I know they have to have medicine to function, and it's not like, I'm never trying to mean anything in that sense. That's why I always say like I'm not a doctor. Every situation is different. If you're feeling any of these kinds of feelings, you should definitely always seek help. There's tons of free hotlines. Recently that's been really flying around on the internet too. I know that I think I've seen free resources for, I mean, I'm not gonna say like every single country, that would be a lie to say I've seen it for every single country, but just for a lot of countries that I see like demographically based is where you guys are located. So definitely there's like lots of resources, and you should always, if you're having, you know, any kind of thoughts and feelings and stuff like that, you should always like seek help from friends and family, professionals, therapists, all that kind of stuff. One of the biggest reasons why I feel like medication is not the best route for me is because like 9 times out of 10, my severe anxiety, and I know I've said this a million times, because I think people do always, I don't know, maybe think I'm lying or something because they're like, oh, you don't look like a person with anxiety. I mean, first of all, statements like that drive me crazy. It's like, you don't look like somebody with anxiety. You don't look like somebody with depression. And I'm like, you know, I feel like I've seen that on the internet before where it's like, excuse me that I don't have a literal like storm cloud hanging over my head. But I think a lot of people are confused when I start to talk about having anxiety and struggling with anxiety, because a lot of times people associate anxiety with social anxiety, which I definitely don't have. I mean, I've always loved like performing and acting and even like public speaking and all of that kind of stuff. I love to do stuff like that. So that's definitely never been like my personal struggle, but definitely what triggers my anxiety the worst, which I think sometimes ends up triggering the depression, is medical related things. Like I'm so like I just get, and definitely that's why I'm saying like this stuff is definitely like it comes in cycles, and I feel like sometimes I'm extremely dealing with it. I feel very weighted down by it, and literally like a month and a half from now, like I may not really be struggling with it as much. I don't know. It's just, and definitely a lot of it is also from the bad life choices that I know that I make, that I voluntarily choose to make. I mean, so many of you guys pointed it out. Like I consume way too much caffeine. way too much caffeine. Like, kind of mid last year, I really flipped from drinking tea all day to coffee all day. Like, definitely not to the betterment of my own life. But I'm also just, it's like the thing that I look forward to. It's such a stupid thing to say that, like, oh, like my day is made from this experience. But it's kind of true. Like, I literally just live to go to Starbucks and like get an iced coffee. It's like the best part of waking up, okay, is this in my cup. And I know that that's like the littlest, stupidest, it should not be that big of a deal, but I almost feel like I go there, like I know all the baristas, it's like a little social break. Like if I'm sitting down like editing or answering emails all day, it's kind of like my excuse to get up and get out and get something and like interact with other human beings. And I really should cut back the coffee, but I literally crave it. Like right now, like I was gonna make the choice to stop drinking coffee for the night, but here I am. It's in the fridge. The temptation is too strong. Circling back. So, you know, I feel like there's a lot of things that I can do that I should be doing, that I know that I should be doing, that would be more responsible, healthy choices for my life. And I really do just need to force myself to start making them, because definitely days where I exercise more or like, you know, for a while, like not during cold and flu season, but we go to like the arcade a lot. Like we go to Dave and Buster's, and it's kind of like, you know, you play like the dancing games and the jumping games and the soccer kicking games, and you know, just like all those kinds of forms of like exercising or just like getting up and being active. Like days where I walk for like miles. Like there's some days where I literally take like 25,000 steps and then I feel great. So there's definitely a lot of things that I could be doing and I should be doing to like mitigate my own symptoms for my own well-being, and I'm making really stupid choices to not do those things. Also, like I say, the winter is a life struggle for me because I don't want to go outside. I'm not even gonna go there again. But I feel like that's definitely one of the reasons why I tend to struggle with this stuff more during this time of year than, you know, like September or something. But yeah, definitely my anxiety is extremely medically triggered, which I think is another reason why it's gotten so dark for me lately, is because I keep kind of saying, you know, we had a big family health scare last year. So there was just like a lot of medical stuff, which then just makes me kind of like spiral, like about like my own stuff. And I mean, it's always mentally, I can sit there and say, okay, you swallowed a piece of cereal wrong, like they're not gonna have to cut your throat open. But it's just like, do you know what I'm saying? Like there's just sometimes when I really cannot, like, I don't know, or I just like, once again, it's just kind of like a battle of the mind, like mind over matter, because logically I can always sit there and say, okay, you stubbed your toe, they're not gonna have to amputate, but it's just kind of like guiding myself through the panic. And so that's the main reason, one of the biggest reasons why I don't ever personally feel like medication. And some of you guys may agree with this and you may not agree with this. But I cannot stand to take medicine. I am so freaked out by side effects, like so freaked out by side effects. Like if I ever have to take like an antibiotic or something, like I give the little printed piece of paper to Dog Man and I'm like, okay, know these symptoms. Cause oftentimes, like if I even like read something like that, like I will start to like, oh, like, am I breaking out in hives? Like it's just, that's really the biggest kicker for me. It is extremely difficult to get me to take anything other than like Advil. That's all I'll ever take. That's not probably a healthy choice either. But like literally, like I will not take allergy medicine. I will not take cough medicine. I will not take cold medicine. I will not take anything. And it has to be like dire consequences before I will take like antibiotics or anything like that. It just, like, that's literally the worst of it. And so I feel like I'm kind of somebody who fights things a lot, and so mostly that's one of the biggest reasons why I personally don't feel like medicine would be the wisest choice for me. And frankly, I used to have a doctor that I was like really close to, but unfortunately he like, I almost said like leveled up, like our whole life is Mario. But he is like in some other state now. I don't even remember where he went. Arkansas, something, maybe? I don't know. And so I don't know, I'd really like to get, because I don't know, I felt more open talking to him. Like he was a lot more, he was originally like a sports medicine doctor, and so I kind of think that that's why he had more kind of like a relaxed attitude, maybe you could say. I don't know, I just felt like he was a lot easier to like talk to about like when I was having these kinds of issues. And I mean, don't get me wrong, like I think a lot of people were thinking that like my doctor was like, no, I won't give them to you, and like that's not what it is, but they're also not like, you gotta get on this today, right now, you know. It's always just kind of been like, well, like we'll see where it goes, we'll see where it's at. And like I said, I mean, definitely the more that I focus myself in positive things and like I don't know, it's just like, I feel like it's like a lot of factors, and then sometimes I just let things spiral out of control. And a lot of you guys were writing like so many good things. I mean, first of all, thank you to everybody who like really bravely yesterday, like it's just, I don't know, I feel like it's a lot of bravery to openly like talk about this kind of stuff. And I definitely do feel like sometimes like mental health stuff can be kind of stigmatized, and so I was just really happy and grateful to see so many of you guys stepping up and commenting and sharing your stories and experiences, you know, with me and with other Swamp family members. And I saw so many people commenting back to each other yesterday, just a lot of compassion and a lot of caring, which just made me feel so much better, because you know, for me, that's always what the Swamp family has been about, is just everybody kind of like having a community and a family, and just feeling like you got a place where you can kind of make friends and talk to other people. And so, you know, that was just great. So not only that, but a lot of you guys were just giving like a lot of helpful insight for me. And I think one of the biggest things is I never really, and I know how stupid this is gonna sound, but I never really watched YouTube for a majority of the time that I've been on YouTube. Like I never watched YouTube before I got on YouTube. And I really didn't know that it had existed. I think the first person, or the first time that I ever knew that YouTube was like a thing, besides like a place where people would just post like random clips, was I was looking up how to do a dewy makeup look. I just Googled that, and I think it was a YouTuber named Emily Noel 83 or something like that. I think that's the first YouTuber I ever saw. I think she had like 10,000 subscribers, and my like mind just blown at the time, right? And then I of course saw Candy Johnson, and you know who got me into YouTube? He's now a YouTuber himself, is Rich Lux. I think it's Rich Lux 713 is his full screen name. But he's from Houston, and he used to work at the Apple store where I would buy like all my MAC products. Every time I say MAC, like everybody thinks I'm meaning like makeup, which would also be fine, but Apple, Mac, I don't know. Are those two terms interchangeable anymore? Or does everybody just call it Apple now? It's so crazy to think about, like Mac stands for Macintosh, which nobody calls them Macintosh anymore. That was just something I just worked out in my own brain. Anyway, now he makes like videos every day, I think, and I'm sad I don't like talk to him anymore. But yeah, he literally, like, we were friends, and we were into the same kind of stuff about computers and cameras, and we used to hang out, and he, God, I haven't even seen him in years. But he was like, hey, you should check this out. Like, you should do it. I think I was telling him at the time, like, I was like really going through like a deep dark depression before I started my YouTube channel. And he was showing me like a lot of Candy Johnson videos, and he was like, oh, you should do this. You'd be good at it. And so I just like went home that night, and I sat down, and this is now my YouTube origin story, surprise, but the first video I ever made was a review on like fake fingernails, which I'm so sad that I don't have like some of my earliest videos. I don't know why. Oh, you know what? I do know why. So a long time ago, you used to have to like apply to become a YouTube partner. I don't even know if you have to do that anymore, but it was like you had to like jump through all these hoops and like I think have a certain number of subscribers and like this and that and the other, and then you could like become a partner on YouTube. And so one of the things was like when you submitted to request to become a YouTube partner, you would have to say that like all the things on your channel were like your own, like you didn't use anybody else's music and all kinds of stuff like that. And I think with my little intros and stuff, and every now and again I would plug like some indie song that I was like really into at the moment, and so I was scared if I left videos with those music clips up that they wouldn't approve me to be a YouTube partner. And so I think I just went through one night and like literally just deleted any video, which was probably like 30 videos at the time, which now like 30 videos, like I feel like I've made so many videos, like people wouldn't even notice if I deleted 30 videos, but like back in the day, deleting 30 videos when you only have 50 was probably like a big deal. And so I feel like that's why I don't have a lot of my old videos, and I wonder, like I feel like every computer I've ever had is like dead. And I probably was like deleting everything for space. Anyway, now I'm just talking. Anyway, moral of that long story is I really wish that I had my old videos. How did I even go down this rabbit hole? I feel like I was trying to say stuff like, I need to just like get back into positive stuff again. That is a huge, huge part of it for me. And I feel like that's like so stupid, but just definitely when I'm just throwing myself into something that I feel really positive about, I feel like just makes like all the difference for me mentally. And I feel like it's because I have an outlet for all these like negative thoughts and feelings and emotions to go, and instead of just like, I don't know, allowing myself to wallow or whatever, I feel like I really like can just hyper focus on something. Oh, that was the whole long story. That was the whole long story, was that I never watched YouTube videos. So never watched YouTube videos. Then I guess when I was kind of like in the paranormal circuit, I did watch other people's stuff then, and some people are still creating like beauty creep, and I'm so sad. Somebody literally I saw on my comment yesterday commented that Court Leaks doesn't make videos anymore. It's so sad because I feel like I used to, when I first started YouTube, have this whole little group of friends that I used to talk to all the time. We would like do all these videos, like kind of not really like collabs or tags or anything, but like I feel like we were just all like able to talk to each other through our videos. I know beauty creep is still around, but I think I don't remember. There's somebody else on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, I didn't really watch videos, so I wasn't getting bogged down by like, oh, like this person is getting this many views, or like this person is doing this, or this person reviewed that. And I don't know like where it flipped, because I was a lot happier when I just watched like Kat and Leanne and like, you know, other people that I was like friends with. I feel like it was a lot better for me, which is just, I don't know. It's like, it's not in my personality at all to be competitive either. So I don't even know like where this came from. Like I honestly wish that there was just something we could click where we just like don't see any analytics. Like I don't want any information. I just want to like live and like not, I don't know. I really do wish that there was like a hide numbers feature, because like I don't know, all I want to see is like comments. Really, I don't want to see like likes and dislikes. I don't want to see views. I don't want to see anything. I just want to like come here and hang and chill out, which is why I feel like this channel has really been so therapeutic, because I always say it's not like I don't put effort into this channel, which I think it would be good. Like we already pretty much moved unboxings over here, and I think that there are, you know, like some other videos like that that I'll probably move over to this channel this year. So it's not like I don't put any effort into these videos, but it's like I don't really have any expectations here. It's kind of like starting all over, if you will. It's like I don't really have, I don't know. Does that make any sense? Like it's just definitely been an outlet where I feel like everything's a success here. Like it doesn't matter if a video gets like 100 views or like however many views it gets, like I don't feel anything. Like, is that a normal way to say it? But it's just like I feel like this is a great like secret hangout space. Like, you know, it's not really secret, so that was also stupid. analogy. It's not an analogy. Comparison, way to phrase it. I don't know. But it's just kind of like nobody's like has any expectations for this channel. I guess it's just the greatest way to put it. So I don't know. That being said, I was gonna film. Why do I always say that being said? I feel like I've got these standard phrases which sometimes drive me crazy, where I'm like, that being said, and then what's the other one I always like to say? You know what I mean? And I don't like, it's almost like a tick, and I feel like as soon as somebody like points it out, I don't know, somebody's gonna point it out one day. I always say I don't know either. And then maybe I'll be able to break the habit. I definitely used to say like all the time. Like every other word was like. And then I feel like somebody made a video pointing it out, or made a long comment and was like, you said like 48 times in this video. And then I started like editing it out. Clearly not enough. And now I feel like I don't say it as much. So I don't know. Maybe I need to like start editing all that other stuff out, but it's almost like a tick. Sometimes I say it so fast that I try and edit it out if I notice I'm saying it too many times, but then it's just like one whole long sentence, so there's no way to edit it out. Ha! What was that? That was also just a surprise tick. So I was going to film an uncommon haul for Graveyard Girl today, but I did not get to it. I had to like order some stuff on Amazon, and honestly I am still in the throes of just trying to organize everything. I kind of put the 90s room on hold for a couple of days, primarily because I'm too horrified to go to Walmart to like pick out paint. Like I'm so avoidant of anywhere in public right now, and I know that that's just an absolutely bonkers thing to say. I wish I could order pant. I wish I could order paint. I wish I could order paint on Amazon. Also, in other exciting news, I started making a mix again on Spotify for you guys. It's been a long time since I made a Spotify mix. I feel like I started trying to do that last year, and then like everything else, I failed miserably. I made a couple of mixes. I wish that I could like somehow, I don't know, like verifying your account doesn't do anything, because I think I am already like verified on Spotify, whatever that means. But I wish that there was a way that I could make my own mix covers. I think some people are able to do that. Like I think Gorilla vs. Bear, which oh my god, they're like just the greatest. I've been re-listening to all the Gorilla vs. Bear like archives that I have, like archive mixes. Oh my god, just greatest. If you're looking for a great place to get free, amazing music, it's gorillaversusbear.net, I think. I always want to say gorillaversusbear.com. I've been recommending them for a million years. They are far and away like my favorite life-saving music blog, but they're on Spotify as well, and I think that they somehow have like artist rights where they can upload like a mix cover. I don't know, I should maybe like reach out to somebody and say, hey, can I do that? So yeah, other than that, Uncommon haul is going to be coming up, and I have a couple does this thing really works. I think I said like last time I meant to do like the 3-second lash, but I've just been so avoidant honestly of putting makeup on lately because my skin is freaking out lately. I think it's because I'm trying to get back on the straight and narrow with like masking, moisturizing, and exfoliating and all the good stuff that I should be doing. I don't know why it's so much easier for me to get into a good skincare routine than a good life care routine. I guess if there was like an ointment for everything that I could just rub on and feel better and take care of all my problems, then I would be, oh my god, which reminds me of like the guy that did salad fingers, I think it was last year, came out with like cream. I think it was a video called like cream. So disturbing. If you're easily disturbed, don't watch it. But I think about that every time. I'm like, I wish there was just a cream. But anyway, in getting back into like supremely good skincare routine, I'm of course having some bumps along the way. Literal bumps. Literal bumps. I don't know. This one, oh, I popped this guy last night. I know you're not supposed to pop them, but it was so painful. Like if I just accidentally like grazed my hand across my face. Like it was like I feel like you could see it if you watched all the way to the end of my video on Graveyard Girl the other day. Like I literally just barely touched it and my eyes were like watering. It was crazy. And then I've got this one, which does not feel great at all. I think I'm gonna have to get rid of that one tonight. And then I've got like a little crop circle of them on my forehead. I mean, they're just everywhere. They're everywhere. And I always hate to put makeup over zits just because for me, it's just like uncomfortable. And there's that. That's my zit story to wrap up today's vlog. Also, I've just been hugging my little Bats Maru the whole time. I was very gratefully, what is the term I'm looking for today? Oh my god, and I was just like watching my old videos. I think it's because I was like closer to getting out of college and like my vocabulary was just 10 out of 10. I don't know when I started like dumbing it up, but I gotta get back on that AP vocabulary. So graciously sent a little surprise box from Sanrio today, and oh my god, I love these things. He's like, if you guys watched my Black Friday haul that was on Graveyard Girl, I got the, what is the monkey? Monchichi? But I got one that was like this, and I think these are called Moni Moni. I haven't even taken the tag off yet. Yeah, Moni Moni animals. They did a collab with Sanrio, and so this is one of the things that was in the box today, and these are so soft. Like sometimes I just lay on them just like this, or like hug them. I don't know. I know that maybe that's like a childish thing, but I love plushies so much. I feel like they just like improve my life tenfold. And I don't know why stuffed animals like bring me so much comfort, but they do. So that is about that for today. I am so excited because I just also like placed an order. I want to keep doing like the K-Beauty, J-Beauty hauls every month. I've really been enjoying those. I'm still just looking. I still have a couple of the products sitting here from when I filmed that video last. But this same brand, Laneige, also has, I don't know if you guys watched that video or not, where this was like a two-tone lipstick. Let me sit down my little Bats Maru. But it's like a two-toned lipstick thing. I have lotion all over my hands. Otherwise, I would swatch it for you guys again. But they make a eyeshadow that's this same thing. It's like a stick like this. It looks just like this product, but I don't rub it on your eye. I don't know if it's supposed to be like liner and shadow all in one, or if you're supposed to blend it out. I don't know. But I ordered one and I'm very excited. I feel like it would make a good first impression Friday. Also, I've been wanting to try that volume iron. It's not even anything that's new. And I know Tati just did it the other day, but I don't care. You guys are probably going to get a second review from me. It's like a volumizing iron. You guys know I love stuff like that. I love this. This is still that, I tested it out last year. I'm trying to remember what the name of it is. Zigzag. That was it. I have always loved this thing. I will continue to love it. It's like spider leg hair. I'm just sad that it kind of makes my hair a little frizzy, CBH. But it's still so swanky. Anyway, I did not mean to babble on this long. I'm going to continue with my bad life choice for tonight and drink my coffee. I'm sure little by little, like I don't know. Like I feel like I'm a person, I just kind of have to like do something until I learn that I don't want to do it anymore. Like I'm just gonna keep drinking coffee until I make the realization that I shouldn't be drinking, at least I shouldn't be drinking it constantly like I do. And I don't know, I'll get burnt out on it and then I will come to the right choice myself. But until then, I'm going to make the coffee choice. But thank you guys for hanging out with me today again, and I don't know, I'm excited to like get back on it and do what I love. Yeah, I don't know, I mean, there's still, it's not like I hated every video I made last year. Like there's been a lot that recently, I feel like since like September, I kind of like got back into the swing of things a little bit. I don't, September, October, probably more like October, to be honest. I really did thoroughly enjoy like all the eBay unboxing things. I know that that was like a trend, but I really did enjoy that was like a video, like I felt proud. I felt happy when I made that video, because even though it was, like I said, like a trend kind of thing, it was still something that I was passionate about, that I was enjoying. Of course, I enjoy Swamp Family Mail, and let's see, what are some other videos? I don't know, maybe that'll be the conversation for tomorrow. But also, Wreck-It Wednesday is coming back. I'm gonna be doing the color edition this time. They came out with a colored version. I don't know if it has any different prompts than what we've done before. I know like every couple of years they seem to come out with like a slightly different edition that has a couple additional pages. So I just got this on Amazon late last year. So just telling you guys now, in case y'all are gonna want to participate along with me as I do it on Graveyard Girl. And I think we should try and like schedule out the pages this time. See, once again, this is like, I know this is the same thing I always say, where like, I wish there was like a forum or something. We should come up with a hashtag for Instagram, honestly, because I feel like if we kind of planned out which pages we were gonna do, like I think I set it up where we were doing like 5 pages a week or something. But I feel like if we kind of like schedule it and pick like, okay, we're gonna do these 5 pages next, that it would be a lot more fun. Then we can share it on the hashtag, everybody can see everything. And that's my closing thoughts for the night. I keep getting up and then coming back and speaking for another 20 minutes. So I'm gonna make myself go now that the battery is blinking. But I love you guys. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. And I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow somewhere, whether it's Graveyard Girl or Banana Peppers or both. You never know. But I love you guys, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye. How do I stop this thing? I forget every time. How do I forget this every day? I do this every day. Nope, that's not the right button. Is this it?